Turn around. There we go. That's better. Now I'm live. There we go. Afternoon. So I've managed to get out for a couple of hours before I pick the kiddies up from school. First time going live properly, see how it goes. And there's nobody there. No one person is joined in the life. Let's give it 5 minutes. Nope. So this is my first YouTube live. I normally go live on TikTok, but I've got a couple of hours this afternoon and I thought, you know what, let's get out to play. And it's just started raining. So the field I'm in this afternoon, I have had a scattered hoard of Henry coins, which is pretty cool. Just been sent off to Florida to get sent. You got your first dig this weekend? Yeah, nice. Whereabouts you going? There's a really good dig coming up in April, which is, if you can get down to it, have a look at iFind UK. I think tickets are selling fast. And it's just started hailing. What? What? We have had a horrendous amount of rain here in Devon. It's been absolutely ridiculous. Down in Cornwall, yeah, fair play. There's a really good group called DCDD, Devon to Cornwall and Dorset Detectorists. I would well worth recommend joining that group. They do digs every weekend, every Sunday. It's how I started out. I didn't have no permissions, so I went to local digs. And yeah, to be fair, I just kept going to that, kept going to beaches until I got my own. That is going to be iron, but I'm going to dig it anyway. All right, mate, how are you? You keeping all right? You keeping good, are you? The weather down here is just crazy, man. The river's absolutely ridiculous, and I needed to get out. Yeah, they're a fantastic group. I'd well worth recommend joining them. Jane, she's absolutely lovely. Pete, he's brilliant as well. You're a bit bouncy because I've got you on a chest harness. Oh mate, it's horrible here. It's been absolutely horrendous. I mean, there is a stream that runs through along that hedge line of the field that I'm in now, and I am desperate to get in there to pan it because there is some real tasty looking bedrock. I'll tell you what, I'll take a stroll over in a minute and show you, but I am desperate to get in there because there is some real tasty bedrock. But I just need to wait for the weather to change. That, to me, sounds very irony. Big. Where are you, sir? So this is my first YouTube live. I normally do, there you go, big chunk of iron. That's a massive buckle. Look at the size of that beast. Huge. Yeah. What I was going to say, I can't remember. I forgot. Oh, yeah, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. There's snow up on the moors as well at the minute. I'm going to take a stroll over to the river in front of me and I'll show you what the river's like. And I'm just waiting for this weather to change so I can get it. But it's just, everywhere's flooding and typical British weather. So this is my first YouTube live. I normally do TikTok live. So I just thought I'd jump on for half hour or so, give it a go, see how it goes. Yeah. I do keep getting one thing pop up on the screen saying orientation locked. I'm assuming it doesn't affect the live though, which is a gravy, baby. And I'm full of cold as well, which does not help. But no matter what, tomorrow is Saturday. I am finding somewhere to go panning. I don't care what the weather says. Got my dry suit, weight belts, get it in. Yeah, do you know, as I say, it's my first one. I use TikTok normally for lives and normally for metal detecting. I've only just started crossing it over to my YouTube channel, and I got suggested the other day to do a YouTube live, and I thought, you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. So I've got the no, it's the Equinox 800. I did have the Gold Monster 1000, and where I am in Devon, I just did not use it enough. And one of my friends had the 800, and he was like, well, give this a go. And I was like, all right. And yeah, I gave it a gander as we compared it to a couple of flakes we found in the river. And to be honest, it picked up the gold flakes in the river, and I was like, well, if I get one of these, I can take it out on the beaches and use it on fields and all sorts. But I've not used it to find gold yet. I've got a trip planned in June for up in Scotland for 2 weeks. And I'm planning to take it with me. Hopefully find somewhere up there I can get it out and swing it around and find some tasty gold. Yeah, the Gold Cruiser. Well, that's the thing. So I had the Minelab, what did I have? The Gold Monster 1000. And on mineralized areas, it's just absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. But then when you, you know, you take it on the gold, it does just as good as what the 800 did. I was like, booming. And my local gold bearing river as well, the gold there is quite deep in gravel bars. As whereas, well, it's looking quite low actually, it's quite panable. Yeah, my local river, the gold's deep in the gravel bars, whereas the Monster didn't really go that deep. There's a bit of gravels on the other side here. Ooh. It's a bit jumpy, so it's going to be iron. But I don't care, I've not dug nothing for a little while, so I'm going to dig it. I'm going to dig it. I already walked over it to show the river. So when it bounces, that is because you're on a chest mount. Strapped to my chest so I can use both hands. Hands free. The sun keeps teasing me. It keeps coming out, then going away, coming out, going away. And I'm like, look, make your mind up. I'm either hot or I'm cold. Where are you? That's going to be a big lump of iron. But I don't care. I've not dug nothing for about 10 minutes. Come here, iron. I found all sorts in these fields. I found pocket watches. Oh, it's a little horseshoe. I've for a diddy horseshoe. Yeah, I found all sorts. I found pocket watches. I've got a nice, what was the word? Scattered hoard of Henry coins from here as well. Still yet to find any gold with it. Not much in Tindren. Yeah, so I come up every year. Last year we was up by Medic Pass, up to Tindrum, and then over onto the east coast. This year I've got a little bit shorter time up there because I'm away with the kids, but I like to go to the Medic meet just to say hi to Danny Weir and some of the newbies and give about a bit of advice. I was quite fortunate last year at the Medic. I found half gram bigger. Half gram nuggy. And I met good old Jonathan Bones. If you don't know who he is, he's the fairy gold hunter on YouTube. He was going around Scotland, hiding gold everywhere, up in the hills, and leaving clues where to find it. I don't think all of it's been found yet. I think there's still some of it hidden. I think some of it's still hidden. But I tend to meet up with the R prospector. Good old J-Dog. Oh, Bonesy. Yeah, he's a sound guy and he's a real nice guy. It's proper funny, Bonesy. Just another jump bit of iron. I've had 2 things from here that's going through the treasure process that I have to drop off during the week. So there's a scattered hoard of Henry got silver coins, and there was also a massive chunk of bronze age bunignet, which is really cool. Just making my way down to the bedrocky section of the river because the gravels actually look kind of workable, but I've not got no gold panning. To be fair, you probably could pick up the 800 now pretty cheap second hand, because Mine Labs just bought out a load of new detectors. But it all depends what you want to use it for. Good recovery speed. The Noctilite's pretty good. The Noctilite's fine. I know somebody uses that. So does the Simplex. I know somebody else uses the Simplex too. All really good budget range detectors. I still want to get myself a gold machine again. Ooh. Where have you gone? Oh, good old Daz P. Yeah, no, Daz Sound. He's stopped with the prospecting for a little while though. He's got a bit quiet on that front. But to be fair, it's not been much weather for it. And good old Lewis. Northern who? Good old Northern Pickers. I bumped into him last year on a special river over in Scotland. Yeah, Daz is more doing the bikes a bit. To be fair though, he's not had much time to get out. The weather's not been amazing. The weather's not been amazing. What's it been like up there? Has it been alright or crap like down there? We've had like 2 weeks of constant rain. More junk. Cheers, Daniel. Yeah, we've had 2 weeks of just constant rain, so I'm like itching to get back out gold prospecting. Itching. There's a spot in this river here next door to me. You can probably hear it. See it just there. It's actually not looking too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot higher than what it is today. Yeah, wet and windy, same here. I thought it was going to be a lot higher today, so I didn't bother bringing any pans down here. Every time I come to this permission, I'm like, I need to get in there and prospect it. It's looking workable. I might give it a go tomorrow, because I am out panning tomorrow regardless. It's only a little stream, It's not massive. But there is. Ah, it's really dirty, you can't see it. Leave the detector hanging there, Steve. It's a real nice, you can see the bedrock poking through here, real lush bedrock gully sat here. That's what I want to get in and snipe it. It's not known for gold here, there's not like any reports of gold, but you never know. Anywhere's worth a look, innit? Somebody would have had to stumble across a gold bearing river one day for it to be reported as gold bearing. For sure. Oh, I've got black clouds looming over me again. Look at these horrible black clouds, man. Horrible. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to. I'm planning to go down there in low tide. Well, not low tide, but you know, in low waters. And get in it and give it a ganders. Like I say, not really prospected it. And it's not known for gold here, but there is also, I'm pretty close to volcanic, you know, there's been volcanic action here. There has also been a few earthquakes that I've seen on records. Only tremors, nothing like a proper earthquake. So I'm like, well, something's going on down below, so there's got to be, maybe at one stage, many moons ago, it would have dropped out some of that shiny. Some of that shiny. Yeah, boy. If I sound a bit bunged up, it's because I've got a cold. Quite like that Ace Life business, it works out alright. Yeah, exactly. That's a bit. Bedrock's quite nice and easy, and it's to find gold on too as well. Like, because it's like you're straight at the bottom, the gold can't sink any lower. So I tend to hunt for the bedrock areas, and I absolutely love sniping. I'm quite lazy. I don't like digging great big holes no more. I mean, I can go out for a day sniping. Yeah, you find a little bit less gold, but you find chunkier gold, and you walk away, and your back doesn't hurt. It's nice just to be able to float around. Floaties. Yeah, boy. Come on, I've got to find something soonish. I've done this field a few times now, though. Found some Roman stuff in there as well, which is really cool. I'm wondering, let's change my settings a little bit. So, set to multi. Very good at multi. Round balance it. Manual ground balance. 10. Sensitivity down. There we go. Oh, that's volume. Volume back up. That's all right. So when you do it on TikTok, you get a lot of interference from your phone reception, which is quite nice to see. I don't get that with YouTube. No interference at all. Oh, maybe a little bit. Not enough to cause a problem though. It's a bit irony, a bit jumpy. But I'm gonna go for it. Oh, shit. It's kind of warm all of a sudden. We were meant to have torrential downpours all day today, but I think it only happened last night. Messages held for review. What's that? Check my shelf. Got it. Sure. Why did it not let me do that? Another moderator's handled this. Okay. I didn't even know I had a moderator. Something new for me. Coinage. Oh, it's a burn. Toasted though. a bit toasty. I'm not out for too long today. I'm only out till about 2 o'clock. So about another hour. I've only had 3 buttons today and a load of junk. So I wonder who's moderator. Hi Zara. How are you? On this fine sunny Friday afternoon. Not. It's definitely not sunny. It might look it, but it really isn't. Where have you come? It's very jumpy. I have got an issue with my detector that I do need to send it off to be repaired. So when I got here today, I kept getting ER61. I've had this issue before. I sent it off to Crawford. They couldn't find any issues with it, but it seems to be doing it quite a lot at the moment. Which I want to get it fixed before it becomes a major problem. Broken bit of pot or something. Yeah, I want to get it fixed before it becomes a major problem. It's still under warranty, so makes me happy to know that I can get it solved. I'm going to go for the gate. I've got access to another field next door, which I found a Roman fibula in, which is sick. That's handed in for recording. Afternoon, Johnson. If it does seriously have to downpour, I will have to cut the live, unfortunately, but I doubt it. Where are you? $23, $24 is normally a copper coin. Where are you? Behave. What is going on with my detector? It's broken. Yeah, boo. Did I see somebody's going on the DCDD dig this weekend? I can't remember who it is. Because you'll probably meet somebody called Miss Detectorist as well. She goes on them. She's a sound lass, Ellie. She's absolutely sound, bless her. Let's just make this longer. So the lives are pretty cool. I quite like it. I quite like the lives. Give a thumbs up if you think a live is worth doing more often. I might, you know, do it on the river as well. Do a clean-up live. That might be a good shout. Go out gold panning for the day and do a live clean-up. What do you reckon? Give a thumbs up if you reckon that's a good idea. End of the day out gold prospect and be like, right, go live in 20. Do a little bit of a clean out and show everybody how it goes. Obviously signal pendant. Some locations we go to are like middle of nowhere. As my fellow prospectors will tell you, get off that beaten track. Yeah, so I'm thinking, well, I've got so I've got an I-find dig to go to on the 15th of April. Hopefully, this is going to be the last batch of rain we're going to have, because it is now technically spring. Woohoo! And I can get the detector away, get the gold pans out, maybe get the detector out a little bit on rainy days. A bit of summer gold Scottish detector in. What is that? Yeah, it's a pew pew. Pew pew. Yeah, so I went to the Yorkie last year, and I was with a lad on the Yorkie, and you know what? A 1 gram nugget popped out on the Yorkie, and I was like, oh, you absolutely can't say it. But I called him a few names. Because it was lovely to see. But I had spent all day sniping around in the river, finding diddly squat, and there he was, having a heck of a time. Just sluicing over bird, and I was like, you bastard. Excuse me French. I wonder if YouTube's anything like TikTok. So if TikTok, if you say the word, you know, the other word for pew pew, shall we say, you get banned. Swearing, you get banned. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, sure. I think I've seen them. Because when I go up there, I stay at Pine Trees, and you got to admit, Pine Trees is a beautiful place. And I speak to Eddie, who basically lives at Pine Trees now. And yeah, I've been through it with him, been out with him quite a few times. Good old bearded Eddie. This rain is starting. He's a good guy, Eddie. Is it rain or is it hailstones? It's hailstones again. It's just bouncing off me. Yeah, the Yorkie is. And it also replenishes as well. It's one of those rivers that will just constantly replenish because, well, how fast it will move through it, and it's a good river, that. Very good river. But it's also very heavily prospected. Bit of farm machinery. Yeah, it's very heavily prospected. So it gets harder each year to find a nice spot on there that hasn't been touched. But when you do find it, it's good. If you're after any of the big stuff, you've got to look for somewhere that's not touched. If you don't mind picking up small stuff all day long, just pan the overburden. All flood gold comes down, replenishes. Flood gold. Oh, it's hailstones. It's gonna pass though, it's gonna pass. So it'll be alright. Gold! So what I usually find, what, the Blue Baron? Depends what, detecting or gold prospecting. Detecting, this field here, I've had a load of Roman stuff. I've had a scattered hoard of Henry VI coins. I've had a Bronze Age Bunignet. And they've actually, it's not just this one field. So I've got this one field, I've got the field next door to me through the gate there, which I'll be going through. The field next door to that, and the field next door to that. Gold prospecting, unfortunately, I'm in the wrong part of the UK. I'm down in Devon. We do have gold here, but it's not in abundance. So on a good day of out prospecting, maybe 1/4 gram. But when I go up to Scotland, you can get anything. I've had 6 or 7 gram trips. I've had 2 or 3 gram days. You can see the house though, it's just bouncing. Out, hit me nose. Yeah, you'll be surprised what's around. Devon and Cornwall. So Cornwall used to actually supply gold over to Ireland. So it goes to show how gold rich Cornwall used to be, because Ireland's quite gold rich. But it all got heavily mined out by the tin miners. You still can find traces of it nowadays, but it's not too much, it's not too much. It's enough to keep me happy, that's for sure. I just enjoy getting outdoors in general, to be fair. I'm not an indoor person. Today I've just decided, you know what, I'm not going for a proper crazy detect. I'm just swing around for an hour or so at a field just to get out before I get the kids from school. Oh, thank you, AU. Yeah, I enjoy it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It was actually the so I started gold prospecting about 2 years ago, and I went to the Medic Pass and joined a meet. The missus bought me a bag of pay dirt when James Linnett was doing the pay dirt. Yeah, I went up to the Medic Pass, went to a meet, met a few people, and we sort of just stuck by each other ever since. We meet up once every, 6 months or so. I go join Jason over in Wales. He comes over to Devon and joins me, and we meet up in Scotland. So I'm South Devon. There is a really good place in South Devon, but it is protected by Triple SI, and you don't want to be touching it. But look up the Hope's Nose Gold. That's the dendritic stuff, and a lot of it is being extracted now. But it was a super rare gold that was found there. Oh, he's a brilliant guy. He's so funny. He's just naturally a funny guy. He doesn't even realise it. He reminds me of Shrek. He's just a brilliant guy. But he's busy at the moment though over in Wales. He's building an house for him to move into. And of course, with the weather being down, he's not been able to get out for a while, so he's getting a bit blue. He's hating it. He's absolutely hating it. Oh, he's an extremely knowledgeable guy, Jason. Very knowledgeable. He's an engineer at art. Oh my god. Look at this. Absolutely horrendous. Bavaria banned in Germany, is it? I was going to go over to Bulgaria, not last year, year before, and hopefully do a bit of prospecting there. But we booked a holiday, and then my missus fell pregnant and she was due to have a baby the day we was meant to fly out, so that never materialised, which was gutted because I've got loads of locations for Bulgaria. Oh my god, man. See it? It is literally bouncing off me. Hi Mr. Detectorist, how are you? Yeah, I've not had a lot, to be fair. I've been more chatting than detectoring. But the weather's not helping at all. And I think I need to send my detector off to be repaired. When I got here, it was screaming out ER69. I was like, oh no. What was that? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I've got a feeling I'm not going to find a great deal today. But I don't care. It's just nice to be out. Maybe in the house stones. What's going on? Right. Let's do it. Let's find some treasures. This field here is where I had the Roman fibula. Found a Roman coin in here. A couple of nice badge seals. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The only thing is well, I don't mind, to be fair. That's the phone interfering. So literally, because the live, it interferes with it. Do you get that issue with your detector, Mr. Detectorist? The lives interfere with your detector? I have to drop it down to 40 megahertz. Oosh. Are you off out this weekend? Who's out this weekend? Being a Friday. Where are you? Yeah, it's pretty good. I keep thinking about getting a DS2 just because of how light the machines are. It's a bit jumpy, it's going to be iron, so I'm going to dig it anyway, I think. Only because I can't rely on the detector at the moment. He's a bit feeling a bit sorry for itself. It needs to go to Crawford's. And get repaired. Oh, you. Yeah. I think that might be it. Oh, it's a coinage. It's a toasty coinage. That's the other thing with Devon. Everything is toast. Absolutely toast. Might be able to get something off it. I highly doubt it though. Highly doubt it. The last nice coin I had off here was what are they called? Oh, the one with the two heads. William and something or another. Mine's gone blank. My mind's gone blank. I'm hoping, because I've had the summer cold early this year, I won't suffer with it this year. It has knocked me for 6 the last few days. It really has. Cool. Miss Detector, she has a very good method with the builder's line. That's well worth a watch. It's a brilliant idea, that. Especially on her Roman fields. I think that's a genius idea. Show me. I'm literally walking on a hill, so it's so hard to walk straight. Yep, it's our red soil that does it. It's not nice, the red soil. Ooh, that's a nice one, that's a 10. So that's either going to be lead, button, or silver. Yeah, our red soil is absolutely brutal on the coins down here. So we've got a lot of people coming to the I Find dig in April. And I'm like, if you don't find anything that's not precious metal, it's going to be toast. It's going to be absolutely toast. Did I miss it? Where are you? Beware. I think I can see it. I can. And I think, unfortunately, I just hit it with a spade. There it is. It's another button. See the shank on the back there, around the front. So the detector has a little bit of a grunt when it goes across iron, and also mineralization. But you look for a repetitive signal, so something you go over. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna throw a button down, and you'll hear the difference. There's a button. We'll go over that. You'll hear it when I swing both ways. You can hear it when you go across that way. But if it's normally just iron, you'll just get the single beep on it, if that makes any sense. But to be honest with you, most targets are worth digging because nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed at all. When I very first started, I dug absolutely everything. So you can hear that, that's repetitive. But you can also see with the screen on the numbers, the you jump up and down. So to me, that says that's iron. But with my detector being as poorly as it is, I can't guarantee anything. So I dig it. To be fair, right, so with the cold ground and the conductor, the way a detector works, it sends like a pulse into the ground. When the ground is slightly damp or cold, you actually get better conductivity. So you'll find you'll get better targets, better signals, deeper targets, deeper signals. Whereas during the summer, you'll get less because of the ground's not so conductive, but you'll get more interference too. That's what I find anyway. Right about there. You can see the corner of it. What is that? It's completely toast. It's broken it. You know what, that's what I was like. I was like, oh, yesterday I was watching TikTok and some lives. I was watching Aussie, to be fair, on TikTok. I was like, I just want to get out. And I said to myself, no matter what, I am going out. Wind, rain, hail, snow, I am out there tomorrow. And guess what? Here I am. I haven't got too long though, because I've got to pick the kids up from school today. Mrs.'s car's broke. And then I've got to go see a gentleman about a quote to go repair some work in a caravan. But it's not too bad. If you can see past the hailstones every now and then, it's all right. It's all right. It's just nice to be out on our lovely Greenland views. Ooh, 8 degrees. I don't even know what it is out here today. I know we've got snow up on the moors. Comes that hailstones again. But I don't mind hail because it may out your ears and your nose, but you don't get wet. It's the wetness that I don't like. It's quite handy to stop the mud though with it being wet, I suppose, because it just washes it off you. No mud. I have been given a new small section of field I might make my way over to and have a little look in. I've not been in there yet. There's along the top up there, I had a Roman fibula, which is quite impressive for South Devon. It's trying to be a signal, isn't it? It is trying. Let's go for it. yeah, so it was up here I found a Roman fibula, which is, you know, don't get me wrong, it's not uncommon, but if anybody knows anything about the Romans, they weren't really thought to have come this far south until about 215. Most interesting thing I found, so I found an absolutely fantastic Roman denarius of Galba. I found the side of a musket gun, sorry. What are you? Deep, it's going to be deep iron, isn't it? It's going to be deep iron. Yeah, absolutely, like, love the silver denarius that I found. There you go. Deep iron. It's like a half a horseshoe, I can't remember what they're called. Mr. Detectorist might be able to help out on this one. I can't remember what it's called, not a... Oh, what are they called? They used to use them to plough fields back in the day. Okay. I'll show you. It's like half a horseshoe. I can't remember what they're called. No, that's the... I can't remember what it's called. There'd be one either side. It was the type of animal they used to use to pull along carts and stuff in the field. Not cows. I can't remember what it was called. That's the ox. There we go. Thank you, Eddie. Yes, an ox shoe. Because where I am, this field here, for starters, I'm right on a ridgeway, and it would be impossible to get a plough or anything up there. It's disappeared. Ooh, maybe. See, repetitive. Go for it. So you painting today, Eddie? Yeah, that's alright, Kyle. Nothing wrong with hanging out, just chilling about. It's down in the hole. Ah, it's a shotgun cartridge. It's easy to get distracted. It is easy to get distracted. That's for sure. I'm hoping to find something pretty cool today. Something Roman again, that'd be nice. Maybe a bit of silver. A really cool artifact. The detector's going to go crazy in a second because we're walking on the telegraph lines. Oh, one of the very first permissions I got was on a horse stables, and I didn't realise how electric current really would interfere with a detector. And I was walking along an electric fence, and it was doing my head, and I was like, "Oh, it's broken! It's never going to do this again. The detector's broken. It just beeps at everything." No, it was an electric fence interfering with it. I should be able to get back on that permission soon, because he said he had some partridges in there over Christmas, and he does hunting. And he was like, come back in March. And today's the 1st of March. I don't want to bug him just yet. But that was a banger permission, that. In between two castles. See, the sun's out now. It's glorious. It's scorching. It's absolutely. Bit jumpy, so it's probably going to be iron. Or it could be the telephone lines above me head interfering. And then I've got the telephone lines right there. Right there. But you never know. Dig it out. I went out and bought the MI6 pinball, and I don't know why, because the MI6 connects with the dais. It's exactly the same as the MI4. The only difference is it connects with the dais, but I don't have a dais. It just seemed like a good idea. It just felt like the right thing to do, and then it turns out, well, actually, could have got away with getting the chippy one. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Sorry, there it is. Come on, where are you? I thought I was nearly there, it's just getting deeper and deeper. Where are you? That was a bit funny, it's a bit gravelly. I think it's going to be deep iron. Iron! There it is. Deep iron. I did find a knife on it as well, that was really cool. It's a proper knife I found on here. It's amazing the weird stuff that you find. And the other thing as well, like, I find a lot more of 1900s, or pre-1900s coins than what I do modern day. And that surprised me. It just goes to show how careful people are with money nowadays. Scrapes in there. Cheers, Michael. Ooh. That's worth a dig. How loud it is, how clear it is. It's only 2 inches down. 2 inches away from the coil, should we say. That's a lot of people, like, mistake people make, is they'll see the depth on the detector and be like, oh, it's only 2 inches deep. Well, actually, it's 2 inches away from the coil, so that could be down, left, or right, any direction. It says I'm right on it, but I can't see it. That's not you. there it is, I can see it, you can make out something there. See, this is the part of detecting that nobody sees. All the iron that gets dug out. That looks like an old hoe. You can tell by the hook on the top. It comes down straight into a handle. It would have been a wooden hoe. Not a hoe, what am I on about? It's not a hoe, a hacky. Tassel's hanging down. See, everybody sees all the really nice things that everybody finds, but nobody sees all the junk that we find along the way. For probably every 20 junk targets we have, we might have something interesting. And that's what it's all about. It's all about keeping it real and keeping it realistic. I would love to sit there and say that I go out and find something amazing every time. It is not. It's completely true. Where are you? Sounds a bit sketchy. Sketchy. Going up another hill. Oh, be nice for any hill. Just walk up the hill. I'm not detecting up the hill, it's steep. I mean, it's steep. So, just ask. It's the simplest way to do it. Just pop down to a local farm. Make sure you got your right insurance for your NCMD. There is other insurance companies out there. But just pop to a local farmer and knock on his door and just go, look, I'm a metal detectorist. Do you mind if I come on your land? And just say to be truthful with him, just pretend I say, look, I take all the trash away with me, which you do. You know, you don't leave all junk lying around in the field. If you find anything, you'll show him quite happily. And if you go through the NCMD, you download the NCMD app. There is permission agreement forms for you, like you can fill out with your farmer, which I'd well worth recommend doing, because all that does is that guarantees the farmer and yourself. So if you, for example, if I didn't have one on here and I found that scattered horde of Henrys, it belongs to the farmer. But with the permission agreement form, it belongs to both of us. So I'd well worth some random piece of lead. You go to, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, just pop and chat to your farmers. Another good place is farmers markets. Always good to meet farmers and farmers markets. The beaches are a little bit different. There's a lot of privately owned beaches, so you have to check to see whether it's privately owned or public access or council owned, which there is a map you can find out. Also, you've got to stay away from anywhere that's triple SI or protected, World Heritage sites. I mean, you don't want to be digging on World Heritage sites, or even English heritage, to be fair. English heritage sites are protected. But in most instances, the farmer will know whether they are protected areas. And he will sit there and tell you. I can't wait for ploughing season to start, to be honest. Love a good freshly ploughed field. I've got two new permissions. One of them I can't get to for a little while because he's waiting for the sheep to eat back all the crops. Sorry, Andrew, no problem at all. No problem at all. But yeah, have a look at NCMD. Full of information on there. Fantastic site that. Also, you want to familiarise yourself with your local flow as well. Your local fines liaison officer. Because anything you do find that's classed as treasure has to go through the right treasure process, or you get yourself in trouble. It's going to be a shotty, this is. No, it's not a shotty. Just broke it. Random piece of lead again. I used to carry spray bottles with me and I used to clean up all my fines in the field. But now I've started just to stick in the bag and I clean them all up when I get home. Gives me something to do on a rainy evening. And then you always get that nice little surprise and every now and then you're like, oh, I didn't see that. See, I'll have a lot of signals on here, but I'm not going to bother digging any because it's in between two gateways, and you'll find you'll get a lot of junk, trash, farm machinery passes through left, right and centre. But don't get wrong, there's also be a lot of people traffic through there too, so it'll probably be a lot of good stuff. But I don't want to just make it, you know, disturb anything for the farmer. See, this is the spot of field. It's only a little corner. I've not been on before. Good luck, Eddie. Got a nice 10 or 11. There's a spot here that I've not actually been in before. Last time I came down, he had this all fenced off. And I weren't too sure whether it was his, and I dropped him a message. He's like, yeah, it's fine, go in. I'm like, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Where are you? Yeah, Mr. Treasure. It's just the side wall there. And that's where these come in. Just to right out. Oh, it's a shotty. It's another shotgun cartridge. You're bricked up. What do you mean by bricked up? Never signal. It's a bit of a jumpy one, this one. It's likely to be iron, but it's a new field, so giving it a go. Oh, okay. It's an American thing. Never had it. Never had it. I used to watch a lot of American detectorists on TikTok, and one of my favourites was Hauser. But he seems to have disappeared. He's gone quiet. I used to just love his energy. It was just like great fun. Oh, I think there's going to be a horseshoe down there. You can see it there. Don't know how you can see it on the camera, but there's like a lump of iron right there. It's a horseshoe. I'll get it out. There you go. There you go. Horseshoe. I'll get it out only because obviously I'll be back on this field at some point. and I don't want to walk over the same target and dig the same target again. Another thing I do is I have a scrap bucket in my shed, and I weigh in all the scrap items that I find end of the year. Don't go wrong, don't get a lot. 30 quid, 40 quid for all the scrap iron. But it all goes to Christmas. It's bad that I'm thinking about Christmas already. It's a bit jumpy again. So where's everybody from anyway? Where's everybody from? Sunny UK. I'm assuming Fruity Boys from America. Big eye now. Germany. Oh wow. I bet you get loads of interesting things over there. Loads of interesting things over there. Well, America, yeah. I watch a lot of conch detects on TikTok from America. That wind is picking up. Wow. So this is an interesting field. Very sloopish. Can you hear me alright with that wind, or is it causing a bit of an issue? Because I have got hang fire. Give me a second and I'll see what I can do. I can always put up microphones. Change to a fluffer. Let me stick a fluffer on. What time are we at, guys? Anyone from the UK able to tell me what time it is? Can you still hear me okay? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you still can hear me. Thank you. I've just changed over to a proper mic, so hopefully it'll keep that wind down. That's why it's 1:45. Cool. I've got about half an hour left, and then I've got to shoot. Don't know if you can hear me any better with the fluffer on or not. Fingers crossed. Keep that out of the wind. There we go, that should be better. That should be better. You never touched grass, really? Whereabouts are you from? I could never imagine not seeing grass. But then again, there's a few people I spoke to, like, you know, you get snow. I've never seen snow before, and it just surprised me because in the UK here we have everything. Yeah, so we're very from to never touch grass. Can you guys still hear me, or is it gone? Let me know in the chat. Amazing. Cool. Thank you. I've just put a microphone on because the wind was picking up. That was all. That's diggable, I think. Yeah, that's diggable. Go for it. Go for it. I can't guarantee it's not going to get some wind, but it should help. Typical. It's down in there somewhere. Ah, bit of broken iron, bit of farm machinery. Bit of farm machinery. They're building a house over there. It'd be interesting to see what was in the foundations when they built it. Go back on it. That sounds even yet again. So I say it's first time being in this little bit of field. So it's quite not knowing what I'm going to find. Could be a gold stater. That'll be nice. I've never found a gold coin before. It's full of horseshoes though, full of horseshoes. But to me that shows there's definitely been some sort of activity going on here. It's full of horseshoes. Means something's been here, or somebody. Donate? What do you mean by donate? Sorry, it's my first first YouTube live, so I normally do TikTok lives. I post a lot of YouTube videos of gold prospecting, metal detectoring, just general treasure hunting in Perth, but like general. Da, 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 da. coinage right on the surface. That's what it sounds like. Huh. Not even a coinage. Knew it was round. Knew it was round. Thanks for all the likes and the hearts, guys. Let's get fed off with the digging iron, so I'm going to stop with the crappy targets. See it jumping around everywhere. That's how I know it's lying. Oh, thanks. I don't know actually. It's on 1819. It's on the top. It's something big down there. Got it. Come on. What is that? You know what that looks like to me? You know the old-fashioned wooden cogs? The shoes. Or a shoe stiffener. So you put it in your shoe to keep it the shape. That's what it looks like. Gonna make my bag heavy though. Come on, treasure. Diggable. I've only got about half an hour left and then I've got to shoot. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well if you want to see some more crazy videos. And live detecting's been successful. So I'm definitely going to do it again. Something? What are you? What are you? Curiosity? Something there. Give it a good old trouser rub. Get some of that mud off. Looks like it's... don't know. I dropped it. Got it. You don't know. It's a thing. I found a thing. I found a thing. And the rain is held off too, which I'm happy with. It's just what have I stumbled onto in my adventure in a short stream? style stream things. To be fair, this is a fairly new feature YouTube has launched, which is upright live streaming. Which seems to be working quite well. Seems to be working quite well. Like I say, normally I do metal detecting lives on TikTok, but I have my YouTube channel for my gold prospecting. I've recently started posting metal detecting videos on there, and I thought, you know what? Let's give YouTube Live a go. No, to be fair, I've not. I've just moved into a different field now, though. But it's still early. It's still early. Well, I've got half hour, so I've only just moved into this field probably about 10 minutes ago. So interesting things could start to pop up. So it's still got 2 rivets in there. That could have been quite easily been part of a farm machinery. So what does everybody think of this kind of the upright lives? So I know you can always do landscape. Yeah, I knew they always could do landscape lives, but I never knew you could do portrait until good old vidIQ. That's worth digging. It's nice and low, so it's probably going to be lead, button, iron or tin. Yeah, lead, button, not iron, silver or tin. It's down on the ferrous side of things. Well, it could be a shotgun cartridge too, actually, to be fair. Yeah, see, I didn't get to pick whether it goes on shorts or long form or what. It's because the camera is in portrait, not landscape. YouTube automatically places it onto short stream. It's definitely something. Not in there. Just gotta find it. There it is. It's a button. It's a button. Seems to find quite a few buttons today. And lots of iron. Yeah, I quite like it. I quite like it. First time trying it out, to be fair. So far today, though, it's been a button kind of day. A completely toasty coin, but lots of buttons. Got on this field, well, these fields, I've had quite a few hammered. I've got a horde that's in the treasure process at the moment. I've also had Bronze Age bun ignits, Roman fibulas, Roman coins. So anything's possible. And I'm right next door to a Saxon village. So anything is possible. And the nice thing I do about Roman stuff is I tend to try and follow the Romans, and where they tend to settle tends to be they settle for a reason, because the ground had something they could offer. So it could have been gold bearing, you know, tin or anything. But it just shows the reality of you know, metal detecting. You don't always go out and you don't always find, you know, silver coins straight away. You don't always find gold or all these amazing artifacts. We dig through a lot of crap, in all honesty, to find maybe one good find. That's a very peculiar looking item. It's got like a engraving there, so it would have gone onto a stick or something at the end here. beyond me. There's something else in the hole. Something else here. Dropped it. Where did it go? What are you? What are you? Just a random piece of metal. Could be part of a fixture, fixing goodness knows what. Are you prospecting? Would you say the sound's a lot better? Now I've stuck a mic on. Go for it. Yeah, it could quite easily be around. I'll find out properly. See, I used to carry spray bottles with me and I used to lose them all the time in the fields. And then nothing worse than being out on a cold day, spraying your hands with water, getting your hands really cold. So I've now stopped doing that. And I tend to dig most of the finds up. 9 times out of 10 you can tell what they are on the field, if it's anything worth notable. And then I clean up at home. So you can, if you used to go more depth, so I only use 2-tone. Or you can go into 50-tone, which can tell you a lot more. I don't like 50-tone. It's another random chunk of iron. It's a peculiar shape though. So I'll tell you what, I'll stick the detector in 50-tone in a second and you'll see what I mean. So I use it in 2 tones. Which basically says dig or not. We go across, now you can see the screenage. If I change it up to 50, I'll do a bit of a swing in it. It makes a lot of different noises. See what I mean? So I tend to just stick to 2-tone because I find that a lot easier. I do have it in 5-tone sometimes, which 5-tone gives a bit of a deeper signal. Sorry, deeper sound when it tends to be junk. I've also there you go. Yeah, sometimes I have it in 5-tone, which I don't mind, but this is a newish field to me. So I'm pretty much digging everything. That's why I've got it in 2-tone, because I'm not fussed about separating dig or not, if that makes any sense. You can get a rough idea whether something is round or not. Also, the numbers mean quite a bit as well. So low numbers tend to be anything lead, tinny, non-ferrous. So your gold would come up in your low numbers. Obviously, that's not going to be gold. I wish it was. It's more likely to be tin carnage or lead. It'd be lush if it was gold though. I'm never going to rule it out, but it would be nice if it was a piece gold. See it all jumpy. More likely to be iron now. But that's because I've revealed a little bit of it. Shotgun cartridge. And that'll be the iron pin inside the shotgun cartridge that you can hear. Like a shotgun cartridge is made up of different metals. You have the copper casing, you have an iron pin. That's where you get lots of different signals. Suppose I should. There's only a shotgun cartridge, so there's nothing special. Nothing special. I suppose I do have to think though, because it is now, tell me out, 10 past 2. I can cross through another field on the way back to the car, I think. See, that's a real loud target, just on surface. Never lifted the detector off the ground. So it's going to be big iron. Yeah, absolutely. So I've found a lump of iron and it had a nice silver hammered coin underneath it. So I always dig the really iffy targets, just in case. Just in case. But where my local gold bearing river here, it's got a train line that runs right next door to it, and it is full of lead. So it's no good taking the detector down on there. And it's too civilized. It's too civilized, it's full of rubbish. It amazes me how you can go to some places up in Scotland and you've like, you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere, you're tops of mountains and stuff. And you still find tin cans and rubbish and junk, and I'm like, how? See, that's quite a nice solid signal. Saying around between 12 and 14. I'm gonna go for it. I see some people, they just coin shoot, which I think is quite cool, that the way you can just take everything else out except from coins. It's real boggy here, it's real muddy. Not nice. Stay at that hole. The nice thing about YouTube Live, I've noticed, with TikTok Live, my phone battery would be screaming at me by now. Going, stick it on charge! No. Not with YouTube Live. Oh, I can see it. Right there. Shotgun cartridge. Seems to be a few shotties there. But that's not a bad thing. A lot of people don't like it. But it says to me activity. Oh, definitely. Yeah. If you've got a gold machine, I'd get straight in that soil heap. 100%. Being outside a gold mine. As you know, the equipment back in the day was never as good as what it is now. And that's going to be on foot straight away. Yeah, but you know, how can I put it? If you ain't in no rush, I'd take a nice slow stroll up there. That's what I would do. Take a nice steady stroll up there. What are you? It's like a big nail. Oh, it's a spoon. It's all coiled up at the top there. See where it's all folded in, and then the handle comes down. Handle of the spoon. Quite a cute little find. Yeah, exactly that. Specimen got up there would be amazing. I've only ever found one specie, and I had to look under a tiny, tiny microscope to see it as a specimen. Spoon! That's worth a little clean up in a keepy. Didn't look silver though, but a spoon is a spoon. That's another one that amazes me. I mean, like, I'm surrounded by hardly any houses at all. No, it's definitely alive. Yeah, 100% alive. Yeah, definitely alive. It amazes me that I'm nowhere near any houses. How on earth a spoon ends up in the middle of here? Like, beyond me. It's quite a nice solid 20 odd. 24. That's going to be a coin, that. It's going to be a coin. I do apologise if the wind is making it hard to hear me. Yeah, it's picked up. The wind has definitely picked up. Ugh. Horse harness. Yep. It's gonna have a load of pins on the back of it where it would have been attached to maybe a horse and cart or something. Bit of decorative horse harness. No, it's definitely alive. Definitely alive. It's a new style YouTube live, which is pretty cool. I quite like it. It's quite nice being able to interact with your viewers. Yeah, boy. Why is it, right? I'm trying to make my way back to the car because I've got to get the kids from school, but I keep getting signals. Keep getting signals. Yeah, YouTube have released a new live feature where you can do portrait lives. I think they're trying to compete with TikTok, to be fair. But it seems to be working. I like it. Well, that's a bit of a funny old ground down here. There's a massive chunk of iron. Iron! Another an ox shoe. Nope. Right, I'm going to ignore some signals now. I'm only going to go for really nice, solid sounding signals. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. Would wouldn't it be funny if I left my microphone in the middle of the field and all you guys could hear was the field and I'm walking away? Walk this way and talk this way and walk this way. So tomorrow I'm going out gold panning. What I'll do is I'm going to do some recording tomorrow whilst I'm out there. But I'll put a post up and say roughly what time I'll be on. And I'll do a clean up live, I think. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe still down at the river edge. Do a live gold cleanup. Just got to make sure I find some gold to clean up, otherwise you guys will be going, yeah, thank you. I think that sounds like a good idea. Because I'm sniping tomorrow, so I'm actually snorkeling in the river looking for gold, and I don't think my phone will do too well underwater. I've already smashed the screen twice, and the phone's only 6 months old. The missus was not happy. She was not happy at all. Yeah, I've got my dry suit. I did last weekend, weekend before, jumped in with a dry suit, but I was out on my own and I've got a back zip dry suit, so I couldn't do the zip up, so I could only go so deep. But there's me and two of my buddies tomorrow, so I've got somebody who can zip me in. So yeah, it'll be gravy. It'll be gravy. Just walk past all the junk. Oh, I love sniping. It's a complete different. Oh, it's just different, isn't it? It's just absolutely different. Seeing that gold under the water as well for the first time. That sounds relatively close to the surface. But yeah, seeing the gold under the water for the first time as well, it's just something else. And when I was doing it in the summer last year, I had all the fish swimming around me, and it's just so therapeutic. Hi, Tasha. Oh, thank you. Oh, Levi. Oh, do you know what? I would love to get out there and do what he does. I just love his adventures. I really do. Rob, yeah, do you know what? Rob Parson, he's good. He's really good. The only thing is, I prefer his older videos. He's become a bit more. To me, he's copying Levi a little bit too much. I prefer his old style videos, where it was him out in the mountains and, you know, wild camps and stuff like that. So I definitely prefer Rob's older videos. But there. Looks like that could potentially be silver. I haven't found a piece of silver on this field like this before. Potentially it could be silver. Give it a good old tinfoil rub, but I haven't got no tinfoil on me. I only can tell because of the blackness on it. I'll post a photo later on the community tab of all the bits and bobs that I found. But yeah, no, I really do like Levi. And Paulie needs to get his confidence back up after his incident with that diving. Because he went down with his diver tank, didn't he? And he had his mask ripped off. I've just got a load of diving gear. And I am learning to dive this year. So I can get down in the deeper depths. And I have somehow got my shoelace stuck to my spade. Ah, it's a trip hazard, isn't it? Yeah, I'm learning to dive this year, so fingers crossed I can get into the deeper areas in the faster flow rivers and go for some of the bigger shiny. Oh, I love sniping. It's what I do mainly now. The first year I was all about sluicing. I got my nice Dream Mat sluice, and I had a big 4-inch pump and buckets, and but no, I'd much rather leave all that at home. Just take my wetsuit, dry suit, snorkel, and jump in the river. Oh, cheers, AU. Yeah, definitely keep on, keep in touch. And you never know, I might see you over in Scotland. You're going across to the medic meet this year. Me and J-Dog will be there. Good old Dan the man does it every year. Takes a load of newbies out on the medic pass. Me and Jason, and sometimes Daz P shows up and show our faces to people. I quite enjoy the medic pass meet though, because you meet a lot of the old boys, and you just, at the end of the evenings, you get your barbecue on the go, you crack open a beer. Yeah, absolutely. Lead Hills is right next door to the medic, so you more likely will. But yeah, with the medic meet, it's lovely because end of the day, everybody sits around a barbie, cracks a beer out, show us the goal, have a little bit of a tale and stories. It's such a good time. I'm making my way back down this field to head towards the car because I've got to go pick up the kids. Anyone in the UK able to give me a time check? I'll get shot by the wife of a mate because her car's broken. See, on this field I found a lovely quarter cut hammered and a few hammered coins as well. It's a very odd field, this. Oh yeah, yes it is. Well, that's the other nice thing about sniping, is you walk up and down in your wetsuit, and the only thing you'll carry in your bag is your snorkel and your pans and your crevicing gear. That is it. There is no great big sluice, no great big pumps, maybe a collapsible shovel. But that is literally it. There's no mountaineering gear. I've seen some people, they carry a lot of stuff. It still impresses me how Rob and Levi gets everything in that they've got in their bags. I mean, you see him hiking down with a camo bag on. It's full of tents, pack rafts, panning gear, sniping gear. But how did you manage that? Oh. I took the wife once. She hated it. First time I'd been to Scotland, and we camped out on the Medic. It did nothing but rain. Yeah, it did nothing but rain, and she absolutely hated it. And of course, I didn't mind because I was balls deep in a river. But she was stuck in the tent for 4 days. Hated it. Where are you? Domino. Woo-hoo. I know, I'm just wondering if that's just junk on the ground. I don't know if I'm going to find that. It sounds really, really small. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Never take the wife again. Love her to bits, but yeah. Had to cut it short and everything. I might have to leave this hole. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one. Not a very nice. Very, very, very faint. It's going to be tiny, tiny. Tiny! To go and the kids to Wales, they love that. But she was driving at that point, and it was nice and sunny. But when we went to Scotland, she couldn't drive. She was learning to drive. It makes it even worse. She couldn't go anywhere. Oh, it's hot now. That sun's out. It's broken. I don't know what's up with it. I've had it in for repair for once before for the same thing, but it comes up saying ER61 when I turn it on. So I need to send it off to repair again. It only started today. I was like, oh no, it's just, it's not long been back. So it's going back off for repair. But the sun's out, the rain's stopping, so I can just go out gold prospecting instead. Huh. That's very white. Well, that is. I thought it was a seashell at first. It could well be. Nowhere near the sea. How bizarre. But it's a Metallica. See? Disappeared. Oh, that's not good. It's not a spade, is it? Nope. Nope. I'm only my way down to the bottom of the field there. And that is me done for the day because I've got to get the kids from school with Detector's playing up. It's, yeah. It's feeling sorry for itself. The only thing I do know with this field was full of, what do they call it? They call it green waste, so full of tin cans. Bugs me when they do that. Just fill the field with junk. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Ollie. That wind's picking up again. Oh, I know, I need to. I need something decent. I tell you, I've had a spoon, if that counts. I'll be on the go tomorrow. Come and join me for a live tomorrow afternoon. I'll do a gold live clean up at the side of the river. When I get out from sniping, I might record a video while I'm in there. I've got my GoPro. Faster, faster! So, it should be on the nice yellow shiny stuff tomorrow. Tell us your deepest secrets. Well, they wouldn't be secrets no more, would they? That's for sure. There's something there. You're crazy. I see. Part of a plow. Come on, you. Yeah, but I think it's just part of a plough machine. It's massive, it's irony, yeah, it's part of a plough. Which is annoying, but I'm getting it out of it because when I come back to this field, the less junk I find in it, the less there is for me to find later. That's huge. So is that. That is going to go in the hedge. That's where that's going to go. Hedge bobber! That's worth a dig. Mark it with my shovel. Alien spaceship. They came down here and stole all the treasures, that's why I'm not finding any. That's why I'm not finding any. The aliens came down here and stole it, did they? I've been in this field before quite a few times, and I've had quite a few treasures out of this one. But you never know. There might be some more. There's always hoping for more treasure. I think this might have to be the last hole before I shoot, so fingers crossed. Give me something decent. It sounded like it. And the wife just tried calling me. That means I'll be in trouble. Nah, it's gonna be, are you on the way to get the girls yet? Come on, where are you? It's not even going to be anything decent. A lump of iron down the bottom there. There it is. So a random lump of iron. Oh, thank you. Has it really been that bad? All the new live streams on YouTube, have they been that bad? Can't believe they've been that bad. Wow. As if. I suppose it's so with TikTok, because I do a lot of live streaming on TikTok. Well, I've decided to switch over to YouTube now because I use YouTube for me gold prospecting. With TikTok, the simple thing is if you even say the word like, you know, bullet, should we say, if you find a bullet, you say bullet, you'll get an instant ban. So we have to call them pew pews. If you get caught vaping or smoking, you get a ban, and that's just TikTok. So I can imagine YouTube needs to sort that out. They need to monitor it a lot more. By far. Crazy how people can get. It is crazy how people can get. Am I going to hit one more target before I get to the car? You know what it's like. Just one more pan. Just one more pan. There's always the last pan's the best pan of the day. You're like, oh, I got to go now. That's nice and low. That's promising numbers too. This is going to be the last hole. Wish me luck. Because I am going to get murdered if I'm late for picking the kids up. Still down in there. Come on. Used to be good for my last hole. What are you? And it is just another piece of junk. Right, I'm going to have to shoot, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. And check out some of my older videos if you can. Keep your eyes peeled because I'll do a lot more lives. It seems to be doing really well. And I'll do some gold cleanup lives as well. Gonna get a really nice zoomed in close face of my face now. Woohoo! Right, I'll see you all later. Take care. Thank you for joining, guys.